Matt Reeves' The Batman is one of the best pieces of superhero media ever made. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why it gets so much praise and love from a lot of DC fans. The story follows Batman, and it's only his second year of being a crime fighter. So we get to see what being Batman is like from a younger Batman's perspective, but it's not an origin story. And we see Robert Pattinson's Batman trying to track down the Riddler as he is going on a huge killing spree, killing very important people in Gotham City. And this actually leads into my first big positive with this film, the way Gotham City looks. It is the perfect middle ground between a realistic looking city and a city that looks almost otherworldly. I absolutely adore the way this version of Gotham City looks, and I think Matt Reeves does a very good job with the cinematography, and this movie has such an amazing atmosphere. Another great thing about the film is its characters. Robert Pattinson gives an amazing performance as Batman. I also love that this version of Batman still hasn't really developed his Bruce Wayne persona and is all in on just focusing on his vigilante life. And in this movie, we actually get to see him do detective stuff. We rarely get that out of the live-action Batman movie. This is easily one of the best depictions of the character, hands down. I also really enjoy this movie's version of Commissioner Gordon and Catwoman. Zoe Kravitz nails the Catwoman personality, and I think the relationship between her and Batman is executed really well. I also really enjoyed what they did with Commissioner Gordon in this movie, having him wanting to do the right thing while the rest of the police force is corrupt. But with every good comic book movie, you need to have a great villain, and Paul Dano as the Riddler is an amazing villain. And Paul Dano as the Riddler does not disappoint. Not only do I really like the Riddler's design in this movie, having this almost World War II-esque outfit, but him also being inspired by the Zodiac Killer is really cool. He has this almost creepy and unsettling demeanor in every scene that he is in, and Paul Dano's performance is absolutely chilling. I also really enjoy the twist of Riddler being inspired by Batman to do what he does. It not only gives Batman a lot of character development on how to tackle crime in Gotham, but it is also such a cool way of having the characters mirror each other, especially because Riddler was also an orphan just like Bruce. Lastly, I'll talk about the Penguin. I think he's a funny side villain and I think he serves his purpose, but he doesn't really do a whole lot in this movie. He gets a lot more attention in his own TV series, which I also really like. We also get this legendary line delivery from Colin Farrell.
God, what are you showing me? Hey, come on! Open your ass!
Another thing I love about this movie is the action. Not only is the fight choreography really good in almost every scene, but Matt Reeves' version of the Batman is incredibly brutal. Just that opening scene alone of Robert Pattinson's Batman walking up to those thugs and beating the shit out of them is absolutely insane every time I see it. I know Batman has a no-kill rule, but that certainly doesn't stop him from just brutally beating the hell out of a lot of these criminals. Holy shit. And even though this is another grounded take on the character, I actually really like what Matt Reeves brings to the table when it comes to a more grounded Batman. I know we've already had the Nolan trilogy and other interpretations of the character have tried to go grounded, but in my own opinion, I think Matt Reeves did it in a way that no one really else has yet. And I think it's mainly because this movie really tries to showcase Batman being the world's greatest detective, and it's all the better for it. It's clear to see why this film is so beloved. This film is so good, I wonder when the next one's coming out. Even though it's gonna be a long wait, I'm still very excited to see what else comes from the Matt Reeves Batman universe, especially with the rumors that he is gonna be joining the DCU, but that's gonna be a conversation for another day. Overall, these were my thoughts on the Batman, and I'll see you in whatever my next project is.